Microblogging site Twitter made its debut on the New York Stock Exchange Thursday, and it was an immediate hit.
Nevertheless, the company hopes its popularity will translate into success on the markets. The microblogging platform is used by 218 million people every month, including world leaders and celebrities. Twitter's IPO will make it the biggest market debut for a technology firm since Facebook went public last year. But both the company and its investors hope for more success than Mark Zuckerberg's entry onto the stock exchange.
If there's one thing Twitter specializes in, it's creating a buzz. An expectation was high ahead of its first day of trading at the New York Stock Exchange. The stock that goes by TWTR on the ticker began the day trading at more than $45 a share, well above the $26 set by the company as its offering price. It appears Twitter learned a thing or two from the mistakes of Facebook. That social networking site's initial public offering was marred by technical glitches at the NASDAQ and trading that fell below expectations. It took more than a year for Facebook shares to recover their initial value.
The stock opened at $45.10 a share, well above the $26 set for the initial public offering. It hit a high of $50.09 in the early trading, but dropped to $44.90 by the time the market closed. The IPO gives the company a market capitalization of about $25 billion. Overall, there was a positive response from investors, but some on Wall Street see some financial tests ahead.
So far, it hasn't been so much profit, so it's a wonderful product, but there are challenges on what they can make from it.
The initial public offering is generating much excitement, and the equity market is already at an all-time high. Investors will be watching closely to see if Twitter can keep up this momentum and produce some profits.
Despite the high volume of trades, things went smoothly in contrast to Facebook's experience.
Well, we saw a very nicely staged, managed IPO of a very exciting company with obviously huge demand. We had already heard that it was 30 times oversubscribed. We saw some evidence of it.
So do the numbers add up? There are 500 million tweets and 100 million people using the microblogging service each day. Twitter says it made 73 cents from each user in the third quarter. And in the first 9 months of this year, it lost over $134 million, 100 million euros. Even though it's yet to make a profit, the people who are buying Twitter shares are betting on potential earnings growth by the social media company, much as others did earlier with Facebook. There were worries about how it would sell adverts on mobile devices, but it's actually enjoyed big earnings growth in that area. Twitter does boast over 230 million active users each month, including world leaders and celebrities, but that is dwarfed by Facebook's almost 1.2 billion. That means Twitter lacks Facebook's ubiquity or the stickiness factor that keeps people checking the #1 social network so often. And on a day that recalls the heights of the .com bubble, investors might also ponder a recent survey that showed more than a third of people who signed up for a Twitter account say they don't use it.
Is this company hasn't made any money yet. When it's opened up its books as part of the IPO process, it said it hadn't made a profit and it wasn't clear when that was going to happen. So Twitter's challenge now will be to keep investors happy, keep shareholders happy, and at some point that is going to mean making a profit.